Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Athiest and you guys are Athiest. So yeah, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about atheist versus religious people. So I'm gonna bring up all the conversation between an atheist and a religious person, and I'm gonna say who is right. So first of all, I want to say none of us are actually right. We are just dumb fucking humans. We don't know shit about anything. No religious people from any religion can prove God is real. Don't get me wrong, I am actually a Muslim. I do believe in God. But I can't really prove an atheist that God exists. My point actually is if you want to believe in God, then yeah, go for it. Believe in God. But there's no way you can convince other people to believe in God because you have no proof that God really exists. There's literally no real evidence that God exists. I got a real stupid thing said by religious people. Uh, they say they say um, they say, have you seen? Do you see air? Right? Do you see air? And he say no. Then how do you believe uh, air air is real? Right? Motherfucker, air literally we can't see air, but we can feel air, bro. Yeah, I can give an example right now. The room I'm in, recording this video, there's a fan going on. I think you can hear it. And the fan is literally giving me air. That's why I'm getting cool. And I can feel the air that the fan is creating. And that's air, okay? And even though I can see air, I can feel air, okay? I can feel it. So, yeah. So it's not the same. You can't even feel God. If I could have felt God's presence, then I would have believed God. I'm not saying I don't believe God. I'm just saying from an atheist point of view, atheist is going to say that if an atheist could really feel God's presence, like if the God touched his shoulder, the atheist shoulder, and tell, yeah, bro, I'm real, then atheists would believe him because he felt his presence. But we don't even feel God's presence, or we can see them, but we can feel air. So that's real. That's real. Air is real. So yeah, that's a fucking horrid example that is religious people say. As I was saying, we are all dumb humans. We can't prove anything. Nobody can say, atheist people can say God doesn't exist because we don't even know if any animal exists under under ocean, or in Mariana Trench, where the water is so deep that a human couldn't even explore the down area. A lot of people say human only explored 5% of water depth. So we don't even know what the 95% water depth look like, or which animals and which species are in the 95% thing. So we don't even know our own species in our own planet. 95% of our species underwater. So how the fuck we would know if God exists or not? So atheist people really can't say or really can't prove that God doesn't exist. There is no way atheist person can prove God doesn't exist. In the same way, a religious people also can't prove that God does exist. Uh, yeah, we're. So what's the solution? My solution is, if you want to believe in God, then believe in God. It's it's your life. You can believe in whatever you want. And if an atheist person doesn't believe in God because he doesn't feel God's presence and doesn't have any proof that God is real, then he can have that right to do so too. So yeah, it's your choice. But I'm trying to say you can't really prove anybody anything because that there's literally nothing, no proof out there of anything. You can't prove that there is no God because there might be a God, but you can also prove there is God, but there might not be a God, if that makes sense. So yeah, you can prove anything. Uh, yeah, yeah. Now I'm gonna talk about the mythology shit. Now, mythology versus religion. Now, religious people say, most of the religious people say that there is only one God, and that God created the whole universe. But mythological people say that's wrong. Every being, powerful being, has its own God. For example, in any mythology, there is like a sun god, there is a rain god, there's like every god, and there's a god of gods. So yeah, in that sense, in mythology, there's not a particular god, and from God of War, I have realized that in mythology, um, God is really um, like a king. Like for example, if you don't understand, it's not even that complicated. It's very easy to understand. For example, we had kings, or for example, make it. I will make it even easier. We have president like, right? So the recent U.S. president was Joe Biden. Now it's Donald Trump, right? So presidents keep changing, right? In the mythology, it's gods are like presidents, and gods keep changing. If one being kills another being, he would be the god of that. So yeah, um, yeah. For example, at first in God of War, the no, not even God of War. Like in the Greek mythology, at first Ares was the god of war, and then Kratos killed Ares and became the god of war. So yeah, in this scenario, we're clearly seeing that God of War was changed. At first, it was Ares, but Kratos killed Ares, so he is the new God of War. And yeah, and a lot of like atheist people say, who who is the uh, who is the god of gods? Like, who is the main god? For example, for Islamic people say Allah is the god, right? But they say, then who created Allah? Because that makes sense, uh, because religious, specifically Muslim people, in their own mouth are saying that everything needs its creator. There's a pen, and this pen can't create itself, so this pen needs a creator. So in their own logic, like, who's the creator of God? Like, who's the creator of Allah? Because they are saying every being needs a creator, and even gave the pen example, like, this, who made this pen? This pen didn't even spawn. And he's right, but who created Allah? Because he said in his own mouth that every being needs his own creator. Then who is the creator of that powerful being? Allah. And they don't have anything to prove that Allah doesn't even have his Allah. That's true. That's true. If everything needs a creator, then why your God doesn't need a creator? Because you just said yourself everything needs a creator. So yeah, you're just being hypocrite at this point. You're basically saying it's my game, my rules. Yeah, I just analyzed what Athiest is. If you don't know Athiest, Atreus is the god, is the son of Kratos, and I figured out Atreus has the most unique and interesting DNA of all time. So first of all, Atreus is 25%. A lot of people ask, what is Atreus? Like, what is his DNA? So Atreus, by calculation I have, Atreus is 25% human. So how Atreus is 25% human? Because Kratos' mother was or Atreus' grandma is a human. She's a complete human. But Atreus' grandfather is a god, who is Zeus. So Atreus' mother is a giant, and her whole family is a giant. So Atreus is 50% giant, 25% human, and 25% god. That comes from Zeus, which is his grandfather. Um, yeah. So Atreus is mostly giant, and then he's 25% human and 25% god. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's why probably Atreus is so strong, because Atreus is a giant and a god. Literally the grandson of Zeus. Insane. Anyways, I guess thanks for watching this video. Watch my old videos, watch my new videos. I make cool videos like this. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and press the bell icon to see more videos like this. Stay healthy, stay happy, and bye.